Okay, Michael. Do you have an area in your life where you have some behavior that's less than desired, that you could insert some new really great behavior, where you could maybe exhibit more genius, more appropriate behavior that's going to get you closer to the result that you want? Okay. All right, so I just want you to think about the old state for just a second. Okay, and is that right about there? Okay, great. Let's just set this off to the side where you remember things. Okay? All right. I want you to go to neutral. Just think of like a brick wall, maybe a white brick wall. Become very neutral. Okay. Now this new state that we're going to build for you, I want you to really add some elements into this visual of you behaving in a way that you'd really be proud of and it would really be useful. You can even add things in maybe that you've seen other people do in a similar context that was maybe very appropriate, or somebody that handled the situation very well. You can add that in there too. Now, I want you seeing yourself in this new visual image, okay? Okay, got that right about there. Right there. Okay, great. Good. Okay, I want you to go to neutral. When we take this image, I'm going to move it in. Yeah, okay, that's a pretty strong response. Okay, put it right there. Go to neutral. Okay, I want you to take this image and make it bigger. Just make it very large. Keep it in the same place, but just add height and width to it, okay? Okay, put it back. Go to neutral. All right. Now maybe leave the image, the size, the distance, leave all that stuff alone, and just maybe add some more color to it. Not much of it. Okay, go back to neutral. All right, well, we can definitely see that bringing it in closer, that's a very powerful response for you. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. There was, it reminds me of the story of this farmer in this town outside of where I live, and he bought like this $2 painting at a garage sale for the picture frame. He wanted the picture frame. And so he takes the picture home and he pulls that frame off and picks the picture up. And underneath it there's this other picture that was this masterpiece that was worth like $2,000. He was, you know, instantly his life was different, you know, for this $2 little investment. Now this old image, this old behavior that you used to engage in, I don't want you to do this yet, but when I say so, when you just start moving into this and start to getting involved in this picture here, stepping into it, I want you to move it back and just move that new behavior in really close. Don't respond really strongly like that. All right. Go to Go to neutral. Okay, get this whole image. Just as you start to step into it. How is that for you?
Feels lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot lighter, a lot more bigger, around more.
Yeah. Good. Good and neutral. Well done. Well done. Sometimes people make this just a little bit harder than it needs to be. And maybe they don't put as much energy in it as needs to be there, you know, in some certain places, but really this is a lot of fun, retraining your brain to have different responses.
Neutral.
No, sliding anchor. Don't double that. Don't triple it. That's right. Okay.
All right.
Go to neutral, goddammit.
All right. Neutral.
This is serious. Go to neutral. And just as you start to... Alright.
Alright, worked.
Well done, man.
Thank you.
Go to neutral. What happens when you try to think of that old state?
It's gone. It's gone. It's totally blown away.
Yeah. So you see this new state working really well for you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's great.
It's locked in. So.
That's great.
Yeah. My unconscious doesn't want to go neutral. But I do.
Okay,
Whatever.
cool.
I'll stay with it.
Yeah, there's so much that goes into making this work. I mean, it's really simple once you understand it. There's lots of things, you know, like, you know, I already know you, so I know how you remember things and where you store things. I can tell when I ask you something about the past, you look over and to the left. That's why I stick this old image into your past right from the beginning, because we want to start setting the pattern right from the start. And what do you think of the future? Yeah, I already know your future's over to your right. For most people, that's where they construct images. That's where their imagination is. That's why I set up the new visual image in your where you imagine this, where you access things that you imagine. Okay, so you know, a little timeline work there too. We're putting things off into your past that belong in your past, and we're starting to set the pattern right from the very beginning, from the low arc to the high arc. Okay, and then I told you a short little metaphor. I could have got more involved in that metaphor, but you know, for time's sake.
Sure.
You know, I just told you a short metaphor, seeded your unconscious, and already set the pattern for your unconscious to take one picture away and create the new picture.
Yeah, it's interesting because I knew you were giving me a metaphor and it still worked. That was
right. I mean, it's a pretty simplistic,
yeah, but
you
it
know,
worked.
one-line metaphor.
You know. Okay, cool.
I should have snuck it in there just a little bit better, but
that's fine.
you know, and another thing is when I just want you to get a taste of this old image just a little bit. We don't want you to go fully into that image. And then we slide in that new image. We don't bring it in any faster than we take the old one away. So there's this nexus. Any point that you're involved in this old picture, you can access this new one. That's right. Don't double that and triple it. You know, when you're laughing, they can put you on a brain scan and they can see that your whole brain's lit up when you're laughing. When you're in a problem state, they see like one little part of your brain is active. And so applying humor to any situation is just a great way